Hi, I know what you're thinking. I know what you are thinking. Gwen, resin sounds cool, but it also sounds really expensive. Don't worry, I've been there too, and I will teach you how to get into resin in under $100, maybe even less. It's if you continue doing it is where it'll get expensive. I'm going to have affiliate links down below to everything that I mentioned today. So first off, the resin itself. I had a friend who taught me how to do resin years ago, and I remember we went to Home Depot to get some of the supplies, and I was like, oh, that sounds like a lot. It sounded very intimidating and, you know, chemical words. I was like, I don't know. It wasn't until my mom got into resin and she showed me her methods and the brand that she uses where I was like, oh, this seems a lot easier. There are a lot of different brands of resin, and most brands will do a part A, part B method where it's a 1-to-1 ratio of 2 parts of resin liquid. One is like the resin and one is the hardener, and you mix it together evenly at the same ratio for it to properly cure. I believe there are some resins where there are different ratios. I don't recommend that if you don't like doing math, and this one 1-to-1, a lot easier. This is the brand I like to use, and if you get 1 gallon then it is $62 roughly. But if you just want to start out and see if you even like doing resin, then you could also do 64 ounces, which is only $37. So let's start up our total at $37. So that's $37, and we still have math. We have $63 left. So for the molds, that's the fun part. There's hundreds of different molds that you could get, and they're all relatively cheap, like under $20. I have seen some that are like $50, but we don't need all that fancy stuff. So I'll show you my favorite ones, and I love when they come in sets because then you get more molds for less. For example, we have some where they're containers and it's a set of 3, and that goes for only $17. You can make a lot with these. You could gift them to your friends. And I also just love molds where they're like multi-purposed or multifunctional, because then it's not like just a thing that sits, it's a thing that can be used. But that's just my personal preference. Another set that I've really enjoyed is this bathroom set, and with these molds you get a little slab of resin, maybe a toothbrush container, a little trinket box, and maybe a little dealio. And this one is only $21. If you're feeling a little spooky, we have this Ouija board set, and here you get the Ouija board plus the little dials, and this is only $14. Endless fun. And then of course the trinket trays are my personal favorite, and they also come in a bunch of different packs as well. And I love them because you could do literally so much. You could put your cups on them, your jewelry on them, everything. I like to use them as cup holders and decor. There's like not a whole lot of limitations with all of the things that you could create. Even though the trinket trays are like flat, there's still so many possibilities by putting stickers in them, foil, pigments, photos. I love putting photos in them, and it's a very nice personalized gift that you can give to your friends. Alright, so number 3 is pigments. And that's really where all the magic happens. And you can get a pack of pigments for under $20. This pack is a pack of 48, which is a lot of pigments. Even though they're small bottles, they really go a long way. I haven't even gotten close to finishing any of my pigment colors. And the mica colors are so gorgeous. Every single color is stunning, easy to work with, easy to mix in. There is even a pack of 81 colors. It's kind of a lot. I can't even think of 81 colors. And you could even mix colors if you're feeling bold. But my favorite pigment is this pure black pigment. because it gives a very nice matte look in like a very dense black. Something with other black pigments is it will still have like some shine in it. Sometimes it's more gray. But I love that this one is very dense. Especially for the Ouija boards, it makes the metallic pens that I use for the lettering pop. So we have $27 for the resin itself. Let's just say a set of 3 of the bathroom accessories. And then you have a variety of items that you can make, which is $20. The pigments, which will be $15 for a pack of 48, which I'm not the best at math, but that's only like $70. So girl math, you can treat yourself to more molds with the extra $30, or you could just get the 1 gallon jug of resin. And then boom, now you are set for life. Okay, maybe not for life. You are set until that resin runs out. Now that you have all of these things, you are now addicted to making resin. Congrats, now that you have all of your resin materials, you're stuck in this cycle of making more resin things to the point where you have a pile of resin trinket trays and you have no more room for them. So now you have to sell them. Now you accidentally started a business and now it's your life. I don't make the rules. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I truly didn't think that I was going to get into resin the way I did. I had always thought of it as like a, yeah, that's really cool, but for other people. I've heard it's expensive, so I don't really want to get into it. But it's been like a very calming hobby where every day I'll just mix some resin, pour some resin, and I got very excited to live another day, the next day, to see how my resin pieces have come. So I highly recommend that. Thank you for watching. I'm Gwen, and I'll see you next time. Follow me on Instagram, check out my blog. You'll pretty much see sneak peeks into my future videos, but in writing form. So I will see you next time, and you better have made some resin items next time you come back. And let me know, are you into resin? Were you afraid of the price? I sure was.